You guys, hello and welcome to the show. King,
Hey, hey.
Miss Darling, and Miss Queen Libra. Amaya is probably with us. Hopefully, she ain't got here yet. You guys,
Good evening. Now,
Hey, Bubbles.
can I ask you what in the Polly Pockets is going on?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna have to go get me some Polly Pocket beverages. Girl, these
Oh,
people keep coming at me talking about what is the deal with Taylor and her pockets. Y'all not getting people talking about her pockets. They just,
I'm just trying to figure out what's wrong with pockets, though. I like
oh,
pockets.
she got pockets. What is she doing with that? What is with those
oh,
pockets? Oh,
oh my gosh, y'all, it's
How
ludicrous.
desperate they are to find something to talk about that they have to resort to pockets in the position of her feet on her daughter's couch. Like, come on.
right.
I
They're
mean,
so
if you want,
desperate.
I don't know how to have that discourse. I mean, if you want to get down about dialogue or show history or people cutting strange looks at each other, I could do that. I can't get down about no pockets, though.
Y'all know, right?
Yeah, that's too much.
The
That's too
pockets of the way she sit, the way she stand. I'm like, man, this is ludicrous. Like this some stalkish type of behavior.
I
Like
was
I'm not
very
even paying
pleased.
attention to what direction her feet is pointing when she's sitting in the couch. I mean, really, people. I mean, what
These
the
people
hell?
are triggered on a level they've
Mhm.
never been. You know, when Hunter would come back, they wouldn't get triggered like this
No,
Uh-uh.
because
absolutely they wouldn't.
they didn't do all. They talked about her shooting Bill and sleeping with what's his face, but that was pretty much it. But damn, if they ain't got Krista out here in these streets talking about pockets on Taylor,
Boy,
You know,
talking about feet on so why she got her
his
feet on the couch? Cause she
the,
can.
the thing is, this is exactly why this is exactly why there was a substantial part of the Bold and the Bold and the Beautiful viewership who did not want Taylor recast because
mhm.
they liked the dynamic that we had with Hunter in the role the last few times when they were writing Taylor like she was nuts. They
They
Yeah,
enjoyed that.
mhm.
They enjoyed that it was not an even playing field. But now
yeah.
that the playing field has been smoothed out and even, and Brooke and Taylor are meeting each other head on at the same level, it's
Toe
a
to toe.
problem.
Yeah, toe to toe, baby.
But Brooke don't
They
got
going tit for tat.
Brooke ain't got no pockets though, so she can't conceal a weapon. But
They don't like the
y'all,
fact that it's going back to how it originally was between
yeah,
these two. You
they
know, when they last seen Taylor, Taylor had went down to being the underdog, and they liked the position that they had been put in, to where it
Mm.
seemed like the one who had been cast out to be the big dog had now become the underdog. So yeah, they don't like the way it's been positioned put back.
Mm-mm,
Order
mm-mm,
has
Ten.
been
They had Taylor looking straight crazy. I'm sorry. Like it wasn't even an under. I can't even consider her an underdog.
We
They
don't talk
brought
absolutely not.
about
Taylor back.
Blonde Taylor.
I know we don't talk about Blunt because they had
Um,
her. Oh no,
we
no,
don't talk
no.
about
No,
no, no,
that right there,
no.
I rebuke. Like I told you, I rebuked that 2018 Taylor display, honey. That was not our Taylor. I don't know who
Mm.
came in as a day writer, but I'm glad they gone because they ain't know shit about the show. They ain't know shit about the character.
right. Somebody said, "Well, I guess Krista gives Taylor a clean slate." Yep, she sure does. We wiping all that shit from the past 5 years clean, just like it never happened.
That's
Krista
right.
restore
That's
order.
right. Blonde
Amen.
Taylor, we don't know her.
That's right.
She was an
Begging
Yeah,
apparition.
Taylor
she like Mariah Carey.
That's right. We don't know her.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
damn. But this has been a good day for like just setting people off for little to nothing.
Mm.
Um, I suggest everybody change their avatars to pockets.
I mean, that's a good look because It's been a battle. Like, I mean, that is exactly what I'm gonna do when I leave the yard tonight, Bubbles, because I feel like I've been battling all day and
Stop
all
it.
night
What's
long.
been going
What
on while I've been working?
God, these Twitter trolls, I mean, they losing their mind behind Taylor and Douglas. Like, I mean, like it's nobody's business, girl. They everywhere. I mean, they just popping out the woodwork. The hell going on?
The
Taylor,
show got what it
That's
wanted.
called hating.
The show got exactly what it wanted. This is what they want.
I guess my ignore game is way too good. Like I got a good ass drag game, but my ignore game must be top notch because I ignore the fuck out of them. They don't bother me. I'm too happy. I got way too
Oh
much
my.
going on with how Taylor has been portrayed with all this snack, honey. This is a snack. I can't wait till the real encore, the real meal come. And they trying to get some attention. That's it. That's all. They ain't getting nothing from me.
Well,
I
listen, I'm off
think it's
tomorrow,
hilarious.
so I got time. I'm off tomorrow, so I got time.
Well,
Well, all right.
since there's a ton to talk about, I'm gonna make a suggestion.
No, Krista said that the pocket people, the pocket shit started 3 months ago.
What
They been
pocket
talking
stuff?
about
What are
her
y'all
pockets
talking
for
It
about?
3
did.
months ago.
It
This
they
is
did because they was
this
talking
is
about she hiding some with her hand. They did start that shit about 3 months ago. Sure did at the beginning of the summer.
It
yep.
just wasn't that bad, but now it just seemed
It's
like,
crazy shit.
they just crazy. Like these people have gotten absolutely nuts. And me and Rick late at night on Twitter, me and Rick go back and forth. But we really don't have, like, people don't normally chime in. Like me and Rick can have a whole conversation all night just dragging hope. But all of a sudden here lately, I mean, we trolls have been just chiming in, and Rick is the type of person he just might go on silent for a little while. But man, I've never seen Rick have to drag somebody, and I was like, they got Rick out here dragging. What the
Stop
hell going
it!
on?
Stop it! Stop!
I say they done piss Rick off. What the hell going on? I'm telling you, Sam. I'm telling you, I'm like, what the hell? They everywhere. I mean, like a nuisance. They
I love it.
everywhere.
I love it.
Me too. Me too.
They like a dog with a bone. They
Basically,
picked up on they picked on how stupid and nonsense it is that they talk about pockets, and they just picked up
but
on it like a dog with a bone, and they ate him two years.
What
at the
just
end
like
of the
they
day,
picked up
the
on that
problem really
Marone?
is with the trolls is that
Mm,
finally, for the first time in a long time, the story is written where it's not 100% one-sided.
yeah.
Mhm.
Facts.
They don't know how to deal with this even hint or a sniff or a whiff of some reciprocity or some equality in these storylines. We're seeing
Mm-hmm,
Thomas being completely reasonable here. He's being
mm-hmm,
firm. He's not being crazy, he's being firm. He's making a valid point.
mm-hmm,
He's considering Douglas, considering what he wants, considering Hope. You can still be his mom, still be a part of your
mm-hmm,
life, except we just swap living arrangements. What's good enough for me should be good enough for you. He ain't told her that, but that's what he should tell her. But
He's
he's
saying
looking
that
very
exactly
equal
right.
in this. He's looking equal in this story, though, isn't he? They
Yes, he
can
is.
keep saying that he did this and that in 2019, but as of today, Thomas is not the one in the wrong.
mm-hmm,
That's why the hate is there. Taylor is not in the wrong.
mm-hmm,
Taylor didn't convince
mm-hmm,
Thomas. We was hoping she convinced Thomas last year in December when she arrived and questioned the living arrangements.
mm-hmm,
It was the
But it's
first thing
now
out of her
almost
mouth
September.
to her
Sure
face.
Right.
was.
It's almost September now. Now it's almost
mm-hmm,
September. And Thomas
mm-hmm.
said we witnessed a conversation that Douglas had with Thomas, where Douglas clearly was saying he missed his dad and was wondering, do you even miss me?
Mm-hmm.
Thomas
That was
told
so
Hope that day
parent.
that he had been thinking about it for a while. He already asked Derek if he could move in, but now that after this conversation with Douglas, It just made my decision final.
That's what he said.
So
That's
this
what
is
that
not
man said.
on Taylor. This is not
Mm-hmm.
Taylor manipulating Thomas into going after
Mm-hmm.
Douglas. If it was up to
Mm-hmm.
Taylor, Douglas would have been home for Christmas.
A long time ago. A long time ago, girl. They need to
Last
quit playing
Christmas.
games.
And
Honey,
remember,
he
look,
would have been home. He would have been at that house for New Year's Eve celebration too, instead of somewhere running back because a whole man, a little boy, gonna snitch on him.
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. And so now they want to claim that it's Taylor's fault, but Taylor looks mighty innocent in this story today, right?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
December, but today, Taylor looks mighty innocent. And guess what? Ridge is behind Taylor on it. They are
Yeah.
seething. Seething.
Because
I
Reed's
know.
not supposed to do that. He's supposed to have Brooke back 100%, not Taylor's,
He gonna
not
waffle.
his son, not his son.
He gonna
Yeah,
waffle
because
one.
that's what
He
they're
gonna waffle
accustomed to.
100% of
They're
the way there.
accustomed to him being on Brooke's side and anybody Hogan's side. That's why they have been afforded all of this long. That's why she sat up there and talked to Taylor the way she did, like she already know that. Oh no, this is all on you. This is you bringing this up. This is you wanting to be with Ridge. This is you wanting Douglas because you trying to get back at me and my daughter. That is some bull. Like,
because that's what she would do. Because that's what she did do. The whole
She's
reason she
projecting.
was so gung ho for Douglas to be in Hope's hands was because she wanted her daughter to have her comfort, her comfort blanket, and two, she wanted to punish Thomas for what went down with Beth. Self is projecting because that's
Yeah.
exactly what she would do if she was in Taylor's position.
That's exactly what she's doing, ma'am. She is
Mm-hmm.
currently doing that. Currently, she's doing that. She has been sniding to Hope ever since Hope brought up what Thomas brought up, that this is Taylor and Steffi, Taylor and Steffi, Taylor and Steffi. So she immediately says she's going to take care of it because it's got to be Taylor, right? But it's not Taylor. Brooke is in the 100% wrong. She is the one going straight to, oh, Thomas won't Douglas. It's going to be a war because I won't allow it because they just
Yeah.
want to take from my daughters.
Exactly. Because that's one thing that I will say is that, and it's where even no matter how I feel about the story, there are two big mistakes that are going on right now that are problems. First of all, one, when Brooke took her happy ass out of that cabin and told Hope that she was leaving and she was gonna go fix this, Hope, if she was any kind of a reasonable woman, should have stopped that shit dead.
Yeah.
She never, ever should have allowed her mother to go tromping off wherever she was tromping on to fix her issue. Because the thing is, the parents are not the ones who are going to make the call in this. Brooke
That's
isn't,
right.
Taylor isn't, Ridge isn't. This is something that is strictly between Thomas and Hope because they're the ones whose names are on the paper. No matter what anybody thinks about it, those two are the ones who have to settle this. But Brooke is the one who is going to escalate this into an entire fustercluck of drama because
Yeah.
she is not going to be satisfied until somebody says they're giving her way and she's not doing it. She was in Taylor's face today. I guarantee you by the end of next week, she will be in Thomas's face about it next.
Brooke would be the reason why Douglas is able to go back to Thomas because Hope is going to lose her rights because of her mama. Basically, the little rights that she got, her mama gonna help get them taken away. Think
But see, Thomas,
big and bad.
Thomas, if Thomas had if Thomas have ever shown prior to this month to having any kind of backbone to Hope, I would say that. But knowing Thomas and how Forrester men in general react and respond to Logan women, when it's all said and done, Hope gonna end up getting everything Thomas told her she was gonna get from the beginning. She's still gonna be called Mommy Hope. She won't. Douglas won't live with her. He'll live with Thomas until one day in 6 months, Douglas has been harassed and he gone to a boarding school or whatnot or what have you. So we're gonna have all this drawn out, but Hope isn't gonna lose anything because it's Hope. If y'all
Well,
think
no,
she's gonna lose
also,
something,
no,
think
no,
again.
that's not going to happen because the thing is, Thomas doesn't have. That's the thing. You have to separate fan perspective from show perspective. I know exactly that. I know for a fact that most of the people in this chat think that the way that this whole adoption thing went down was dirty to begin with.
Yep.
Because yes, it was, and that Hope got rights that she shouldn't have gotten because she went about it in a very manipulative, nasty way. Because it's a catch-22. Because if Thomas was not fit enough to take care of this child, how was he fit enough to sign the papers?
He
I
Right.
mean,
wasn't.
because I know
I've been
that's a
screaming that from
perspective.
day one.
Right. I know that's a perspective many of us have, but the thing is, that's not how the show's addressing it. That Thomas does not have any wish to strip Hope of her rights or to take Douglas completely out of her life. That is not happening. No matter how this story ends, that part is not happening at all.
Right.
And which is sad, which is very sad, darling, because I feel like if the show is gonna, they did a lousy job with Steffi's 5 minute pill addiction too. If you're gonna use things, stories like dealing with any type of real life issues, you have to be able to rectify and show. And so they misrepresented Thomas. It's a damn shame that they would just allow actual mental illness, just show a mental ill character, just get run down, bamboozled, and just basically, and that's it. Like, and not show and not give us anything back from it, and not show, well, like, this is not allowed. We can't treat mentally ill people like this because, when we turn it around, they shooting up the damn malls and schools. Like, I mean, we can't, I mean, we got it's a tragedy. Like, I'm looking at the show like, if they don't rectify this is bad. I mean, this just a bad look on Bo. I mean, that's just me though. Maybe not everybody agree.
You hit it dead on the head. Like, and also they using this mental illness as a meme. That the meme was supposed to uh tell why Thomas was the way that he was and supposed to rectify it did not. It did not.
It didn't. It's lousy. I mean, it's just horrible. Like, just shows
Yeah,
crazy.
Miss Johnson over there on the YouTube side. New name, new face. Welcome,
We
Miss
do have,
Johnson.
yes.
Mm.
Let's see. Yes, I see SB Ryder. Hey, SB Ryder and Miss Johnson. Yeah, I would. I mean, yeah, Brooke is gonna start circling the wagons, especially because today she got totally. She was triggered as hell with Taylor, and I like the fact that Taylor was just nice and calm and placid and like, girl, you need to go take a Percocet and have a damn nap or something, because
Unhinged.
you out here off the chain. And the thing is, it's because she's sitting up here thinking that, and the thing is, Brooke really believes the things that come out of her mouth. Now she should know damn well that this issue with Douglas has not. And the thing is, Taylor was willing to entertain Brooke when it came down to, look, if you want to talk about this kiss business, then let's get to it, whatever. She's like, no, I'm gonna talk about Douglas. She's like, okay, but what does that have to do with anything? Well, you're using Douglas to try to drive the wedge between me and Ridge. Chick, when Taylor bust up and said, honey, you doing that fine by yourself, I cackled. I was like,
Because
look,
it's facts.
y'all done signed divorce papers, y'all done took rings off, y'all done separated, your Ridge done moved out God knows how many times in the last few years. Taylor does not need, even if Taylor was that type of person, which she isn't, she would not need to hoist this child custody issue, or this child living situation issue rather, in the air as a way to create friction between you and Ridge. Y'all have all plenty of friction all on y'all own. Nobody
Well,
else needs
Taylor
to be
did tell
involved.
us she doing a good job of messing up her own marriage herself.
Pretty much. But it's
No,
like,
she said that. She said those exact words.
exactly. I mean, now we know,
Mhm.
and that's the thing. And Brooke is like, you're just trying to get, basically, like, you're just trying to use this to get Ridge away from me, honey. No, if Ridge wants to be away from you, it's not going to be because of this. You know it, she know it, and everybody else know it. This actually almost has nothing to do with the problems that are in your marriage with Ridge. Y'all base was made of sand long, long ago.
This brings the point. This brings a point as well. I'm glad you mentioned that. That this relationship has been trash since New Year's Eve, and it's on wobbly and shaky. She even had to confess to Taylor today. I'm sure Ridge and I will recommit any day now.
Yeah.
Oh, when she said that, I said, you still ain't got that man in the bed yet?
I
Don't
that's what
Just over
Taylor,
here.
and that's
I was
literally
like,
what
girl, you
Taylor,
actually told
and
her
I'm
that? All
sure
right.
that's what Taylor was thinking. Like, oh wow, so he really ain't fucking you, because he isn't.
Yeah.
He's not. He's not.
You
So
don't go
listen.
telling the woman that child you crazy.
So hey, listen. So that's how come I brought that up by what Darling was on.
Yeah.
So Aunt knows full well that this is not the issue, but she has nothing. She has no way. It's like a child that acts out for attention because that's the only way they know how to get attention.
Yeah.
She know her
Yeah.
raggedy marriage is hell. Her marriage raggedy as hell. She can't go along to get along because if she go along, Ridge gonna stay sitting over there on that sofa. Do y'all remember how she told what Taylor told her yesterday? You've been there for Ridge and being his
Mhm.
good friend. And Taylor said, nope, Ridge has been right here,
Here.
pointing at
Yes.
the goddamn sofa. Like, nah, Shane did nothing. He can't stay away from me. Taylor
Yes, she
already
did.
knows what time it is. And that's how come she stepped to Brooke today when Brooke stood up and was like, what you're doing to my daughter. And Taylor took that step closer as well to her. Like, if you're going to take a step, I'm going to take a step. I'm not backing down. I'm
Yeah.
loving Krista Allen's portrayal of Taylor. She does it cute and she does
I
it
told
sexy.
you. Yeah.
Oh my God. She just
I
brings
told you.
the noise.
I
I
told
love it.
you. What she said, but Taylor tweeted that. She tweeted that yesterday. Cause you commented on it, was like, what this mean? What Taylor was finna go on with Taylor?
Now get
Shit,
this though. Get
Taylor
this.
finna
She
fight
dropped a
dirty.
little nugget. She dropped a little nugget
Yeah.
today or yesterday when she said something about Douglas living with hope in the, and she left that space. You know she was gonna say shed. You
Oh, the
know she was
Kevin the
thinking
Doom.
shed. You know she was thinking
Did
shed.
y'all peep how Taylor gave Brooke her own face to her face?
Yes.
She gave her the eye squint and the look like, I like that. I like because that's how she changed the game. Like, you bitch, you is not with it on this conversation. You not with it and thinking you doing anything. You did not come over here to do nothing but make yourself look like a fool.
She got drugged. Brooke has
I
been
just
looking
Really
wanted
like a
to.
did.
fool
I
for the
knew.
last
I
2 days.
knew. I just knew Taylor was gonna say that Douglas was out there living in the shed. I cackled
Yeah.
at that point because I already knew she was hesitating because we called that cabin everything but a cabin.
But a
Yeah.
cabin.
Got the
It looked like
princess,
she
got
had
the
to. It
prince
looked like
of
she had to
Moroni
find the
living
real
in the
word for it.
shed. Mm-mm,
Right. It ain't
mm-mm.
mad. Free Douglas Moroni. Free
Yeah,
Douglas
got the
Moroni.
prince of Moroni living
All the
in the damn
Maronis. All the
shed. What
Maronis.
the
I
hell?
want Steffi and Ridge and Thomas to change the name of Forrester Creations to Maroney Industries. No,
There
they
we
used to
go.
be Maroney
Moroni
Industries
Enterprise.
or something exactly.
There we
Because all the
go.
Maronis all
Hey,
moved
since they
out
the
of
Yeah.
the
ones so
60%.
concerned with it, why not? Shoot.
Exactly. Since they
And as
got an
far
issue
as I
with the
can remember, Reed still
Maronis,
is still the president of MI, right?
probably.
He should be.
Steffi's still on the
Because
board at Spencer.
exactly. I mean, just because they don't show it, don't mean as you could tell from Bill's occupation and his sons, just because they don't show it, don't mean it's not legitimate.
Chad, did y'all also realize today the deadbeat was at work?
Again, back to
Yeah, that's
back,
what
Can you
they
believe
said.
that?
back
So
to back.
that's I can't
You
even
know they
believe it.
hiding Liam for a reason, right?
Cause he ain't got no goddamn business even showing his raggedy ass face
Not
when it
that.
got to do with somebody custody and raising their
I think
child.
Liam. I think Liam a wild card. I think Liam is going to go back to how his original opinion, his original feelings was, because they
Mm-hmm.
might bring Liam to court. Like y'all know this stuff gonna go to court because, like I said,
It is.
it's gonna get ugly. They gotta drag it out. So I think it's gonna go to court, and Liam is gonna be up in court, and they gonna have him under the witness stand. And he's gonna say, you know what? I never agreed. I never liked the whole idea of permanent placement. Thomas has been doing this. He's been doing that. He's gonna empty out his guts. For once in his life, he might actually be stand-upish. And
All
this
right.
time he gonna stand up against hope. And
Enough
that's
of the
what
pipe dreams. Enough of the
I'm
pipe
not.
dreams.
I'm
Well,
really.
I won't say
I'm
it's a
kidding,
pipe
Ken.
dream.
I'm sorry, Ken. I'm serious. You know, I'm just kidding. because I just never ever breathed any life into deadbeat Liam doing anything with the spine. Once a man decides that he can turn his back on his own unborn seed, I'm never expecting him to turn his back on the woman he turned his back on the seed from. So that's just
Uh,
me. I wasn't meaning
well,
to
I
laugh
won't.
at you. I was just laughing like, yeah, that's not deadbeat. He don't do
Where
that.
the problem is going to come in is that if this ends up in court, which really is increasingly looking like it, unless hope has some sort of epiphany, which I do not really see happening, and because today she was just in flat out, full out, fall out denial. He can go over to with your dad for tonight. You can go over with your dad just for tonight. No, she's in complete and total denial about changing this at all. So this
Take
is going
this
to end up in
precedent.
court. So exactly. So the problem that is going to happen is that if this goes to court and these people end up on the stand, they're going to be in a position where they're supposed to tell the truth. And I would not be surprised if Thomas said for them to act like Douglas can't live with me because I'm not a fit father is or that I wouldn't take care of him probably is bullshit because when his raggedy ass was about to go to jail, he told me to take care of his damn daughter if he went up upstate, up the river.
Right,
All
live
they gotta
with my own niece.
Exactly. All they got to do is throw Liam's lanky ass on the stand and say, "Did you say that to Thomas Forrester? Did you tell him that if you were incarcerated, as it looked like at the time that you would be, that you were trusting him to look after your daughter, Beth?" Yes, I was. Yes, I did. Okay, then you need to explain to me how you could say that then, but now it's a problem when it's his kid. So no, I don't think Liam's gonna come out of bag and just start championing Thomas like and just telling Hope that she's dead wrong. I think he's gonna be backed into a corner where he gotta tell the damn truth and the truth gonna get told.
Well, Liam
Right.
has never been honest though. I mean, we've never honestly Liam has never been held to an honest standard. When he found out about Bill, he blackmailed Bill. When he found
Yep.
about Hope being pregnant with Wyatt, he asked Hope to lie and have an abortion from Wyatt behind his back. This man is not the one that is going to be keeping being kept up at night about fucking lying, especially when it comes to Hope.
But Sam, you know how it is on this show. Hope and Tom and Liam. We know that Hope and Liam are some of the most disingenuous people in the known freaking soap universe. We know that. But to them, they are good people. They're good people who don't openly lie or do bad quote unquote things unless there's a reason. These are not the people who are going to get on a stand, put their hand on the Bible and lie. They're not going to do that. Neither one of them, because they know it would be a lie. Brooke probably would lie, but not Hope and Liam, because then that trashes their own self-image of who they think they are.
But they do that all the time. They always justify to each other when they
It
do this
was for the
bullshit. I just don't
children.
see it the
I
way
know, home. It was for the children. It's okay.
right. I just don't well, and it remains to be seen whether or not Liam is going to be a wild card. I say I won't hold my breath. And I and I'll leave it at that.
It's not, look, y'all, it's not panning out to go good. I mean, I don't really feel like they're going to get to court, but I feel like it's not panning out to look good at all on the Logans, especially with Deacon over there shipping Sheila. Like, I mean, like this whole family is looking like trash right now. Why would they go to court? It's over for those
Well,
people.
that's
Free
the
my
thing.
take time.
I will say it depends on because we haven't really gotten to fall previews yet, so we really don't know what the story structure is going to be as we coast into the end
That's
of
true.
summer
That's true.
and go
That's
to the
true.
fall. Because
True.
one thing is how long are they going to drag this Sheila hiding in plain sight in Deacon's damn apartment shit out? Because my thing is if they want to drag this out until the fall season then I don't know if we're going to be able to avoid a court. If they're going to kind of try to wrap that up. What was that, Sam? If they're going to try to wrap this up before we get too deep into the fall, like But prior to fall sweeps, though, I honestly think I really do see like fall sweeps being Sheila trying to kidnap Hayes. I can't think of anything else that would make it a
Yeah,
sweet storyline right now.
yeah.
That part of that is that is going to completely demolish any claims to good judgment that Brooke or Hope have for at least a hot minute. Cause yeah,
Mm.
y'all up here with Deacon. Not that they're responsible for the choices that Deacon makes, but y'all believe that Deacon is telling y'all the truth, that he's reformed, that he's doing such and such. Oh
And
boy,
every time they got them kids around him too, darling, they putting them kids in harm's way because he got Sheila over there stashed away.
exactly. And yeah, I agree with you, Maya. Thomas doesn't want this to go to court. What struck me was that when we picked up today, was that after Hope had said that ridiculous statement yesterday about giving him more time with Douglas, Thomas had to turn his back and walk to the fireplace like, yo, I can't even talk to her for a few seconds. I gotta look away because that was a clear sign. In my world, that would have been like, I need to step away from you before I punch you in your face. But Thomas is a different type of person. So him walking away was an exasperation because he can see and feel that this is not going to be settled amicably, that Hope is not going to come to the reasonable conclusion that him having full physical custody is no different than her having full physical custody, and that it's a good move for Douglas. She's not getting there. She's not trying to get there. She's not going to get there, which is sad.
Just a quick little break in, you guys. This is the first time that we've had 10 people in the yard at the same time. There's 6 people on screen and 4 people that chose not to be on screen. So we are full in the yard and we have new people over on YouTube. So I'm really excited about today because it seems like we are growing. Thank you guys for being here.
Oh, that is so fantastic. It really is.
I agree. I love it.
We growing and we going to Monte Carlo.
You know what, Bubbles? Last week when I was trying to come in, I couldn't. I had to try like about 4 or 5 times because it said it was full. It was like last week when I came in.
Oh, that's right, because we couldn't get you back.
Right.
That's
It
how
was it was getting full then.
So we are starting to fill up. Y'all know I be multitasking, but we're starting to fill up. So that's good. That we've got people that are here to chat with us. I'm excited. So now back to Douglas. Um,
Okay.
I want him to run away from home. Go ahead, darling. I'm sorry. I had to get that
Oh
out.
no. Well, no. I actually. That's actually not a bad idea because something there needs to be. Thomas's position is very clear, but also Hope has made her position very clear. That means that there is going to have to be some external force that crops up that forces the issue and really forces it. Like Thomas is gonna decide that he wants to keep Douglas a second night, which I'm fully for because the thing is he's kind of getting to the point with Hope where it's like it's better to do what the hell I want than ask permission because if I ask permission, you're not gonna give it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not unreasonable for Hope to say, because, and this is the part that's funny, this is the part that's hilarious about the whole thing, is that he's going to decide that, the night went so well, Douglas is going to stay. He's going to say Douglas is going to stay another night. If he asks Hope that as a question, Hope would decline. So he's not going to ask her. He's just going to do it and kind of rush off the phone and call it even Stevens. Now she can wander her ass over to Eric's house if she wants to and say what she wants, but that it is what it is. Now the part that cracks me up about that is that did she not make the same move, even when she didn't have a right to, when Kelly said she wanted to stay longer over at Hope's place when Steffi was on in her 10-minute pill addiction?
Yeah.
After Liam told Hope, take Kelly. Well, actually, Liam said he was going to take Kelly home.
Yeah,
Hope
and she
volunteered
volunteered.
to take Kelly home.
Right.
Are you sure? Yes, I'll do it. Okay. Steffi is expecting her. She's expecting her. What Hope did as soon as he turned his back, she waited until Steffi called. Oh, Kelly begged to stay. And actually, I don't even think she called that time. She just
She went
literally showed
over.
up at Steffi's house
She
without her
just
baby.
popped over there without Kelly.
And Steffi went
Uh-huh.
off on her.
She
Now the thing,
determined, even though the mother and the father of Kelly had made plans and arrangements, she decided to upset that. And then had the nerve to look at
Mm-hmm.
Steffi crazy. Steffi should have slapped the taste buds out of her mouth that day.
Yes, she
Mm-hmm.
should have. Now the thing that's gonna kill me is that considering Hope has done something similar to what Thomas is gonna do, only she's gonna act like that's the start of World War III. She's gonna be aghast, like I can't believe he would do this. But you see how she's freaking out now. But if he calls and says that, well, he gonna stay another night, she's gonna act like that is the worst freaking thing that ever happened in the world. Even though
She's
she
going
did
to melt
literally
down.
the same thing.
She's going to tell Brooke, and the two of them are going to rush over there and storm over there. And that's probably when they're going to have the paint fight.
Oh, you know what? You're damn right. You're right, Sam. You are absolutely. That is what's going to proceed. That is probably what's going to proceed. Hold on, I'm going to check the spoilers. I think you hit it dead on the head. Dead on the head. Okay, because yeah.
Ah,
Okay,
I am
so
very much for Douglas saying or running away from home. And when they figure
yeah,
out where he is because Hope told him that he couldn't go back. Because she kept just stressing, this is just for one night. This is just for one night. But this little boy wants to
yeah,
be with his daddy, and he's gonna get over there to that house with his daddy and his great grandpa and that damn swimming pool and Aunt Donna, who has been keeping him the whole time anyway. He's at fucking home. He wants to. He ain't gonna want to go back to that tick infested shack in the woods. He wants to
yeah,
stay here where there's some pest control. So I want him to run away. If Douglas don't run away from home, to motivate this battle, I don't even know. Just like if Sheila don't try to steal Hayes, I feel like they're doing it the wrong way. Douglas
right,
is old enough now to run away from home and turn up out there at that mansion,
yeah,
the Forrester family home. He's old enough to run away from the woods and bring back to the family home.
that's right.
Where's Douglas? Well, he just popped up here. What you mean where he at? You ain't know where the kid was? She gonna look negligent.
Yeah. And then so
negligent.
the reason, and then let's ask her why. Well, Douglas, why did you run away from home?
Because I want to live with
Exactly.
my daddy. And Mommy Hope said, I got to stay here in this room with my sister cousin and read this goddamn chapter in this book. And I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to do none of that. I want to go stay at my daddy's house and play catch and swim in the pool. That's what I
Yeah,
want.
exactly. And he have every right. I mean, look, I'm with Bubbles on this, guys. If they don't have Douglas run away or Sheila kidnapping Hayes, I don't want it. It's a waste. Like what you setting us up for? For nothing? I mean, just to drop the ball again on us. I don't want it if we don't have it. I mean, this is the perfect setting because what I'm seeing is after this phone call, Hope gonna flip out and gonna do something. They're gonna take Douglas out of there. She is gonna threaten to Douglas that he can no longer see his dad, or either he is going to eavesdrop and hear it because this is Douglas, y'all. Since the moment Douglas have came on that show in 2018, Douglas have been eavesdropping on conversations and seeing what people don't, even grown folks don't, shouldn't even be seeing. So I'm looking for him to hear some of the backlash from Thomas deciding he's going to stay another night. And if this don't upset Douglas to at least run away or set that motherfucking cabin of doom on fire and bring it down, what is it all for, y'all?
Exactly.
Period.
There
Mm-hmm.
has to be a payoff. There has to be a payoff in this story where Douglas's living situation does change, but that there's some acknowledgement of what the issue is. Because this is the thing. And it took me a minute to realize exactly one of the reasons why Hope and Brooke have annoyed me to no end in this. And that is simply this. Douglas, they talk, they speak as though Thomas actually did surrender his rights to Hope.
That's right.
And
That's
he
how they,
didn't.
that's how they talk about this whole situation. Like at some point he decided, you know what? I'm out this mug. I can't take care of this child. I don't want to be a parent anymore. Or I know that I'm not fit to be a parent anymore. So you can I'm giving up my rights. That's not what happened. And Thomas, I was so happy that this happened because I really do feel like Thomas's point of view sometimes is not refined enough. When he and Hope were talking, it's aggravating as conversations with Hope get me. I enjoyed how he finally put the pen on the pen to paper about the fact that he's not helping raise his kid. He's like, I show up, I play with him for a while, we toss around the football or whatever, and then I go. That's not me raising my son. I
Mm-hmm.
want to help raise him. And I
And
was
you
like,
know
thank
what?
Yeah.
I
What's
was
so
like,
shocking? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh, no, no, go ahead.
So this is what galls me. Is that is all that Thomas is trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
All Thomas is trying to do, as displayed and portrayed today on our TV screens, is a man that had been thinking about the role he played in his son's life. It was
Mm-hmm.
convicted in his heart when
Mm-hmm.
his son asked him, "Do you miss me when we ain't together?" That man was convicted, and he said, and he told Hope that day, that made my decision final. So all
Yeah.
this man wants is to be a 100%, 24/7, full-time dad to his only son. He does not want to take Hope out of his life. He wants to allow and afford Hope all the rights that Hope allowed him when the situation was reversed.
That's it.
So Thomas can't be perceived as the bad guy here for me, because
Mm-mm.
this is better than what Liam did. Liam's
Yeah.
a damn deadbeat that willingly walked away from his child when he had
Yeah.
no other responsibilities. He
Yeah.
didn't have no other wife. He didn't have no other kids. And he was
That's right.
ghost. He was the hell
Yeah.
out of it.
And still
Thomas is
goes.
saying, he and still ghost. But what Hope wants to do is make Thomas a Liam in
Yeah.
Douglas's life.
That's right.
The visitor, what we call, I
And
don't know
make
what y'all
Douglas
call
a
it, but what we
Kelly.
call it in the South is a Christmas dad. The
Yeah.
dad that shows up for Christmas, maybe birthdays. The birthdays is a maybe, but it's definitely Christmas. That's the Christmas dad. She wants Thomas to be a Christmas dad in Douglas's life, like Liam is a Christmas dad in Kelly's.
Yeah.
Cause she didn't even have a Christmas dad herself. Cause her mama wouldn't let her daddy be so much as a damn Columbus Day dad. Okay,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
even allowed to be a St. Patrick's Day dad. You talking about
Mm-hmm.
holidays? Deacon wasn't even allowed to be the Al Malaguena dad. Brooke said no. She was happy to leave Hope a bastard to be raised to so she could be the carrot for Ridge. Well, Ridge,
Mm-hmm.
Hope's a little baby. She needs a father in her life. Widge. Bitch, she got a daddy. Go over there to cell block D and find a daddy. Because that's where you left him. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like she wants them kids to grow up like she did. With
Mm-hmm.
no,
Mm-hmm.
not just with no daddy, but with she wants to block the father and give that kid the dad that they want them to have. Brooke
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Say it again.
Deacon the whole time, but Bridge is suitable enough to be Hope's father.
Mm-hmm.
Nick is suitable enough to be Hope's father.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what that is with Hope. She just like
Mm-hmm.
her mama.
Mm-hmm.
Liam is great to be Douglas's father, but his own father is not.
Mm-hmm.
Waits until she's in the bed, drunk in the fetal position over this boy. I can't wait.
Right.
Mm.
Liam
Yeah.
Liam doesn't need to be in the home with Kelly to be a good dad, but he needs to be in her home to be a good dad to Beth.
Yeah. Wow.
And
Wow. This hypocritical shit. Mm-mm.
it's creating dysfunction where there's no need for there to be any.
Mm-mm.
That's the messed up part. It's like all
They
that
are dysfunctional though, darling. Like they are. I mean, no matter how we twist it into like Hope is a dysfunction. Like Hope is just dysfunctional, period. Like,
shit.
like they need to get Douglas away from there. I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to stop you. I just had to say that.
No, I mean, but that's the thing. I mean, notwithstanding our own opinions about how things went down back in those days, the circumstances
Mm,
that went down that where these people, where Hope did not have her own father raising her, etc., etc.
mm,
The thing is, that happened. It was a
mm.
situation, and it happened. But why
Move,
would
cat.
you actively try to create this situation for Douglas? Because I'm sorry, Liam is no substitute for Thomas because he Thomas is his father, and he wants to raise his kid. He wants to actively be a father to his child. Whereas Liam has himself nestled in the cabin. He's raising the kid that's within his eyesight. He's not worried about the one that's not because that's just that's the choice that he has made. And thankfully, she has a real father out in Malibu who is there to help do her day in and day
Mm.
out raising. But why? But the thing is, Douglas is just a part of a package deal. And that's one of the things that I always dislike about this story is that Liam told the truth about how he really felt to Hope and Brooke, and then changed his mind once he realized that it was a make or break issue with Hope, and he got in line and did what she wanted. But he already told them how he felt about that.
Yeah, just
Shoot.
like he told her how he felt about Deacon. But what happened when Deacon showed up with New Year's Eve kissing? Are you still blaming yourself, Hope? I told you not to do that. Y'all still waiting on this man to have some balls. They don't exist.
Mm-mm. No, Liam fold like a house of cards. Where there's if it's well, it's
He's
true.
spineless.
If there's a situation where he may end up on the bad side, if he sticks to what he actually really thinks, then he gonna fold like a house of cards and give way because he don't want to lose out in any shape,
But
way, or
that's all the time, though, darling. But that's all the time. I mean, it is no. Liam don't have a 5 minutes. I mean, Liam can't have 5 minutes to just have what he want. Like he
He
can't
got
even
what he
have a
want.
Liam day. He can't even have a Liam day because it's all Hope. So he gonna fold all the time because it's all about what Hope want, darling. All
That's
about
what he
all
want,
day,
though.
every day. Yeah, that's
That's
what
what he
he
want.
chose. That's right. He walked out on. He sure did. He left a whole family for that trash so he can have it. Just release my TikTok. Like I really don't even give a dog on anymore. Like that cabin can come down. I don't give a darn. Just release Douglas because right now they looking so foolish. They got Brooke and Hope out here. Look, both of them looking delusional on board right now because they talking about Douglas. Like Hope went down to the furniture store or to the swap meet and bought her something and now the owners coming back for their property. I mean, that's how they
yes,
treating
it is.
Douglas.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah. Like, like she got papers or something on, like he a piece of property. She don't own Douglas. Douglas is for Thomas. So you got Taylor over here at the Cliff House looking at Brooke like I'm looking at Brooke sideways, like, cause she kept having to remind her today. We mean my grandson, right? Like, what in the hell wrong, bitch? That's Taylor grandson. That's Thomas' son. Why she got to keep reminding you? What in the hell wrong with him? I mean, just really is the only thing they can do right now, darling, is just let my Tay go because they looking crazy and they sounding crazy and I don't like it. I worry. My nerves get
I
bad
mean,
when it comes to Douglas.
I'm thinking. The thing is, the writing is just so obvious here that, like we discussed
It's
last night, that
obvious.
yeah, that this is obviously going to end up with Douglas's living situation changing. But I'm hoping that part of the reason they're doing this is because one of the things that the show cannot afford to do is have these what I used to call blank spaces in between stories where they really didn't set up the next story while the other story was going on. So we just
Yeah.
end up in this really weird place where there's really not much going on and we're just marking time and we all being bored as hell. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We've had that happen several times in the last few years of the show where a major story would come to an end and then there was kind of sort of nothing there to take the place and we were just like, what is this shit? What
Yeah.
what what Lord, I don't care about none of this. I'm gonna just go read the recap. So what I'm thinking is one of the reasons they're pushing this so hard is that the main story right now, the A story, since we finished with Monaco, Sin is happily living happily ever after. breaking the headboard at their house in Malibu. Now the central story, now the A story
It's
is the
Douglas.
Douglas story.
That's Douglas. That's
Right.
right.
The B story is this mess with Sheikah.
With Sheila and
Right. And if we push it, the C story is Tridge v. Bridge. And
Mm-hmm.
him doing whatever the hell it is would you call whatever this is Bridge is doing these days. So once the A story is done, which is this story is going to conclude with Douglas's living situation. I'm hoping that the reason they're being so persistent with how Brooke and Hope are being portrayed as not being in touch with reality at all about how this is supposed
Not
to
at
be,
all.
is because it's supposed to set up where those characters are supposed to go in the next with the next story.
I
I
hope it's
hope so.
because both of them bitches is twisted right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are more than
Jesus.
They
more
are
than
on something that I don't even understand right now. Like I really don't even understand just the vitriol, just the unmitigated. Well, Brooke has always not liked Ridge's kids. We know that.
Yes,
But
yes.
this is just freaking wilding out. Wilding.
Mm-hmm.
This is wilding out.
Mm-hmm.
We got quiet for a minute. Let's not do that. That's called dead air. What happened to everybody?
Oh,
Well, what happened is my phone went dead and I got kicked out. So I'm back in, and that's for the best.
well, darling, it. I didn't even know she was gone, y'all. I was looking at the TV, but I can hear you talking, Bubbles, and then it just got quiet.
So yeah, so I don't know
Not
what
a
happened,
horrible
but
host. We
it was
lost
God. It was God. Well, not well. I say it was destiny because I was about to start riding out on them. So it was for the best that I had that few minutes to cool off.
So listen, while you was gone, Bubbles was just talking about how they wilding out, like how Brooke, how insane and delusional Brooke and Hope looking right now with the way they handling Douglas. I
They are.
mean, like shit, like it is just sickening. Like, can we just lock them up in the mental institute right now? Because you got Taylor at the Cliff House side-eyeing Brooke and reminding her every 30 seconds in the conversation, my grandson, Thomas' son, because of the words Brooke is using, and then across down the street in the across town in the shed. Oh,
I'm not gonna
Hope,
let you take Thomas's son from Hope.
just that's right, Thomas's son. Like, and I think Taylor asked it this right. Did you hear what you just said? Thomas' son. Like, what you? Like, what are
Exactly.
they smoking over there? Like, are you smoking crack, bro?
Right.
You sitting up
Right.
here
I'm not
saying
going to
Thomas'
just, I
son.
won't allow Thomas to just walk in there and take his son from Hope.
Yes, you. What you mean you're not? God, let me stop. I'm going. Girl. Go
Brooke
ahead,
is
Sam.
100% pure, uncut Colombian white. She has to be. She has
Hmm.
to be on that horse train because
Hmm.
who else is
Oh,
gonna come in somebody's house and tell them they ain't gonna give them their kid back?
Right.
oh,
You
That's
sign
what's,
the papers.
oh.
I'm not giving you your child. No, bitch, that was joint. He let
Mm.
adopt Douglas as a mom, just like if he had married some woman and he wanted
Yeah.
to make his family whole, she would adopt Douglas. Just the same way that Eric Forrester adopted grown ass fucking Marcus because Donna said, "Oh, my son needs a father," or some shit. I don't even know what excuse she gave Eric, but the man had a father already on screen, on script, on
yep.
contract. But Eric went ahead and fully adopted. Like, this is a grown ass man that don't need custody or nothing. A grown ass man with a child, and Eric adopted him because Donna asked him to.
And on top of it, Marcus already had adoptive parents too, because
Right.
Marcus' adoptive parents are Carter's parents. So Marcus not only had adoptive parents and an adoptive brother, the adoptive brother was on the scene. He also had his biological father on the scene and his biological mother. But yes, we got Eric Forrester adopting, like you said, a grown man that already had a father and adoptive parents. What
And
kind of
like
ish?
I said before, these Logans will have a baby daddy, but they don't want the baby daddy. They gonna pick the daddy they want for their baby. And
Right.
Marcus, some fucking 30 years after the fact, she's gonna pick a daddy for a man who already got two.
Right. 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 That's what they do. Like that's what Brooke whole thing was. All Eric's kids, that's why they call Ridge they brother daddy. Because they were actually his brother, but she had him propped up in the household, laying up with him, referring to him, as the father in the household and referring to their brothers as their uncles. Crazy. And it's insane. And like it's just, I mean, when you point out the craziness of it, and then she has Hope Brown here from a daughter's husband, and she makes him go away several times so she can have Nick volunteer to be the baby daddy, but then she rejects Nick for the opportunity for Ridge that never tried to adopt her kid.
Oh, you got to back up because Whip was the first man to claim Hope to keep Brooke out of trouble. Whip was the first man to step up to be Brooke's, not Brooke, Brooke's baby daddy, but Whip was the first man that Brooke got on the hook to legitimize her bastard because she didn't want the family to know that was Deacon's baby. This is her history with all of her children. She tried to force Bridget down Ridge's throat, and Ridge was married to Taylor. And Ridge told her at that time, I'm not leaving my wife just because you got a kid. This is my kid. I mean, my mama gonna want proof because that's probably my daddy's kid. We don't really even know. She did the same thing with Rick. Rick has a full ass father in Eric. But that's who Brooke wanted to raise Rick.
Rick, yeah.
Out here taking the blame for shooting people to protect Rick because of Brooke. His went to juvie. Where was his father? Where were the parents during this time?
Brooke was using them kids to come between Ridge and Taylor. Yes. Brooke used every kid she had to try to come between Ridge and Taylor. Yes. From Bridget, from Bridget to who she thought was Ridge's, all the way to Hope, down to RJ. Yeah. Brooke hasn't had a kid that squatted out of her uterus that she has not tried to use in some way, shape, or form for her agenda towards a man.
That's why she accused Taylor of doing that because that's her motto.
Right. That's what you do.
That's what she did. That's right.
Whip is Oliver's cousin, Louisa. They're cousins. He's not his uncle.
Exactly. I was once again. I'm like, Brooke. I know y'all want to say that's Beth's brother. That's not Beth's brother. That's her cousin.
Little baby Beth cannot lose her big brother Douglas. She just can't lose it. You can't lose it.
Little baby sister. We're still Benjamin Beth. Button Beth.
Beth
Button. Beth Button. Benjamin Button, Beth Button. But Beth Button out here still is little baby Beth. She's still little baby Beth. And we finna have Kelly straight up here in a minute having full conversations with her parents in the Cliff House next week. But little baby Beth. The little baby Beth.
You know what? I'm gonna start using that in my post. They're gonna come for me for real now. Because I'm gonna start calling her Beth Button. Benjamin's long
don't do it.
They're gonna hate me. Oh, I got Beth Button inside of me because I'm still Taylor's pockets.
Well, that's her name, Beth Button. Beth Button. It is little baby Beth. No, he's not leaving his little baby sister.
Yeah,
little baby
I'm telling you, They need to lock them people up. Like I need them to drag Hope and Brooke out in straitjackets. That is not Douglas' little sister.
That is his third
I have
cousin.
to hear that. If I
That's
have
right.
to hear that, I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. They are sounding crazy and delusional, and so are the fans out there in Twitter Street.
Listen, I told y'all 3 years ago when they kept calling that little girl Baby Beth every time, like Baby was her first name and Beth was her middle name.
Yeah,
Baby Beth is alive. Oh, Hope lost Baby Beth. Oh,
yeah,
Hope got Baby Beth back. Ooh, Baby Beth is back.
yeah.
Baby Beth. Every day it was little Baby Beth. Beth has been a fucking baby for 3 whole ass
Those
Oh
years.
hell, hold on.
4 years now. We going on 4 years.
Yeah.
Your ass ain't grown. You ain't changed. Like what
Mm-mm.
is the deal? They really trying to make Hope look like I don't even know, some kind of saint of some sort. But your baby ought to be the same age as her older sister because they was born months apart.
That's all.
She's
That's
not
all.
a baby. And I think that's part of the brainwashing for some of the fans. They've told them so many times that this damn 75-year-old woman is a baby still.
Yeah.
That they just believe it. She's in diapers. So, well, depends or huggies. It don't matter. She's still gonna be little baby Beth.
Uh-uh.
She gonna
Mm-mm.
school and they gonna still be calling Kelly gonna be out here running fucking Forrester and
Or yeah.
friend Spencer and little baby Beth is just gonna be entering kindergarten.
It's true. I mean, hey, I'm laughing, but it's true though. Cause that's where I see it going. Kelly, 5 years old. Come on, what in the hell? This little girl is still in diapers. Come on, y'all. That ain't right. That is not
And
right.
I'm wondering if she eating solid foods. I'm really wondering what's going on. Because remember that time Liam was talking about he was putting Beth's scooter together? How the fuck she riding a damn scooter when she can't even walk?
She can't even walk. She in diapers. Like we seen them holding the baby last week. Like we all saw this. I mean, I
But
can't.
Liam putting together a scooter for her.
No.
Hell, what?
Mm-mm. How long do we think this storyline is gonna go on, guys? Because I'm already sick of the people on Twitter. Like I don't know how long I can do this. I don't, I need Brooke to leave out of Stephanie's house. And if I hear Hope say one more time, Beth baby sister, Douglas baby sister, I'm gonna go nuts. I'm gonna go ballistic. So how long, darling? How long do we have to endure this? It's crazy.
Darling is gone.
Oh, darling. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if she's gonna try to get back with us. I don't know.
Oh God, how long she been gone? Sam, you here with us?
Sam is here, but she's on mute. It's me, you,
Yes.
Shannon, Irene, and Miss Queen Libra, Amaya, and Stefan. And
How
then
long, y'all? Till somebody give me something. How long are we gonna have to deal with this storyline? Because I'm tired of it already.
I
It
think,
just started.
yeah,
And
and
I'm already tired.
well, baby,
We haven't even hit any twists yet. So this is what
Oh,
I need y'all to be prepared for. Just like when Deacon showed up and arrived in October or November last year. Everybody was against Deacon and everybody was against Hope. And then it turns around, he's still here and she's still talking about Deacon and whatnot. So I'm not expecting this to resolve anytime soon. There's going to be so many twists and turns of what's going to go on with this, but we all know that we wouldn't even be revisiting it for Douglas to remain in that cabin unless they got other ends for Douglas, which I hope isn't another death of another Forrester.
oh my gosh.
I want Douglas to be like his daddy was when his daddy was young and just gonna set shit on fire. Set that shit
Yeah.
on fire.
Starting
Hope
with the
ain't gonna
cabin.
want him. Hope ain't gonna want Douglas if he acts the way Thomas did when Thomas was younger and being, well, I'll say younger, but it was not. It wasn't until Phoebe got killed that Thomas really started acting out. So
Yeah.
They need to slowly roll on Douglas before he finds a book of matches in his grandma Taylor's pockets
Yeah.
and set that little raggedy ass shack aflame.
Yeah.
That would be poetic justice. You trying to keep this boy here? He wants out so bad that he just set the damn house on fire.
Now you don't have no choice but to send him home.
But then you know what? Knowing Brooke, she'll want to send Douglas away. He needs treatment.
Yeah.
He doesn't need
Yeah.
to be around Thomas. This is what started the whole thing. Douglas
Yeah.
needs treatment. And they'll
Uh,
be ready to ship him off to somewhere and not a boarding school. So I really want them to get this boy away, and then maybe Hope can go to Betty Ford or something with her mama for the weekend. Because I'm just not seeing her keeping this little boy through the end of the year. And it might be through the end of the year, but I won't hope to be devastated at Christmas, hanging ornaments on a tree that Douglas made. Time I remember when Douglas made this cone ornament, and now he's somewhere else having Christmas. Like, I want her to be toe up through all the holidays. I want Douglas to be at the house eating stuffing and dressing and cornbread and collard greens with his fingers. Talking about, oh, it sure wasn't like this over there in the hollow. It's good to be back home. That's what I want. I want her to be utterly distraught and in
yeah.
the bottle of somebody's something. But I also feel like, because Deacon is still in the picture, right? Deacon is still in the picture. Sheila is his new partner in crime, whether he wanted it or not. Now, Sheila wants access to her grandson. Deacon wants to help Hope keep his, I guess Douglas would be his legal grandson on paper. What if the two of them do a crisscross? Deacon out here setting up Douglas, setting up Sheila. Sheila will set up Thomas for Deacon. And Deacon will somehow unwittingly help Sheila get access to Hayes. Whether that's her coming to some kind of little family thing dressed as Deborah with her fake face and her wig. I feel like a crisscross because it's grandchildren and grandparents who ain't got no business. Brooke is crazy. Sheila's crazy, but Brooke is looking crazier than Sheila right now.
Yes,
Sheila
yes.
has, managed her way into a living situation. She got a roof over her head now, and she's still plotting to get close to Finn and his baby. She's not gonna be able to do that without help. Mike is in jail. It's gonna have to be Deacon. She gonna end up, they gonna do a crisscross. She gonna tell Deacon, I can help you get Thomas out of the way. For Hope, if you can help me get access to my grandbaby, it's gonna be a fucking crisscross, just like Alfred Hitchcock. I feel it in my bones coming. And why else would they bring Sheila back and have her sitting up there in the house with Deacon with nothing else to do but talking about what they want for their kids and their grandkids? It seems like a natural progression to me.
Yeah.
It seems like a very natural progression to me that Sheila would pop up and do something to make Thomas look like an unstable parent. Like he doesn't, as Brooke says, deserve to have his boy. I can see her doing something for Deacon because she's been wanting Deacon, so they a couple now. So Bunny don't do anything for Clyde. She gonna help him and he gonna help her. That's what I'm seeing.
Boy.
That's what I'm seeing.
Oh boy.
And I can't wait.
I mean, I don't see Sheila doing that for Douglas because even up until the very end, Sheila did still to this day, she wants to be accepted by Taylor. I mean, even after what she did to her daughter. Even after the hospital scenes, she still wanted, she still was hell bent on Taylor knowing everything I did, starting with the bottle switch with Bottlegate, was for you to get your family back because she hate Brooks. So, I feel like if anybody would do anything to hurt Thomas would be Deacon doing something to hurt Thomas to make him look bad. But I feel like we can still count on Sheila because Sheila hate Brooke and everything that's all Brooke. And she has never wavered from that. Not even for Deacon Bubbles. I can't see her doing that, not even for Deacon. But I could be wrong though. I mean, because you know how they write shit on bowls. So
She's not doing it for Deacon. She's doing it for the access that Deacon is going to be able to get her. It's a crisscross. It's just like if you want ice cream and I want cake, and there's two people over there that got ice cream and cake. And the person that's got the ice cream won't give you ice cream, and the person that got the cake won't give me cake. So you're
yeah.
gonna go get cake for me, and I'm gonna go get ice cream for you. That is how I see this thing going with Sheila and Deacon and these kids. Sheila gonna go get Deacon's ice cream, and Deacon is gonna go get Sheila's cake. And he's gonna be the one left holding the bag when she escapes once again. Because Sheila ain't going to
Possibly.
jail. Sheila ain't going to prison. Yeah.
She's
Possibly.
already said it.
She can the only way I can see her doing that without just pulling a complete wool or bringing Deacon yogurt and pretending it's ice cream is because she kind of got a little beef with Thomas because Thomas was getting ready to sell out.
No,
So,
she ain't mad at Thomas. I promise you. But listen, Deacon will do anything for Brooke. And if Brooke is upset because Hope is upset about this boy,
mm-hmm,
Sheila's gonna tell him you can be their hero. You just
yeah,
help me get my grandson, and I will help you be the hero for your daughter. We can
Stop
get
it.
Thomas out of the way. I will
Stop it.
help you be the
mm,
hero for your daughter if you help me get access to my grandson and my son. And Deacon's dumb ass will go along with it because Hope
You
and
want
Brooke.
to
now
impress
she
Brooke and
can
Hope.
trick him though, but I can see Sheila tricking him, thinking she's going to do something for him, but she's really not because I don't want to. No, I'm not gonna believe it because I know how bad Sheila wants. Sheila's. I think having a Taylor's relationship or the way Taylor views her or look at her is more important than a service for Deacon, than a switch, than a simple ice cream and cake switch. Because I know as bad as she want Hayes, I feel like Sheila can do it an entirely different way instead of messing up Thomas. Because if she does that, when it all even if Deacon is left holding the bag, she knows she has just made it even worse between her and Taylor. And I just feel like she don't want to do that, Bubbles. Come on, this is Taylor.
You don't care nothing about Taylor no more, girl.
You don't
That's
think
right.
so?
She don't.
Because
We just
Sheila
seen it.
uses people like pawns. Sheila is an opportunist. She really cares about no one. Once they no longer serve a purpose for her, she's on to the next. And then once they get in her way, she will knock them off.
Right. She can't get nothing else out of Taylor right now. She has burned that bridge. Ain't
Right.
nothing else she can get out of Taylor after shooting Steffi. If she had never shot Steffi and Finn in that alley, then I would say yes. She could probably still manipulate Taylor to get what she wants. But after she shot everybody, she
Yeah,
ain't got those connections anymore. The only connection
that's
she has
true.
to
Yeah,
get to that baby and Finn is deep. Because
yeah,
Deacon, whether he realizes it or not, has more access to Steffi, Finn, and Hayes than anybody else does. Why? Because of Hope. He got the access. He can move freely with excuse. Oh, well, I'm just here to see Hope. Oh,
That's
I
right.
know everybody was gonna be here. I was just stopping by to see Hope.
That's right.
He can be
All
the
at the
that's
cabin, all
true.
at the main
That's
house,
true.
all at Forrester Creations, all
Yeah,
at Il Giardino. Everywhere
yeah,
right.
Hope go, Deacon finds his way to be there. I'm
that is
surprised
true.
he hasn't been to the Cliff House yet. I'm surprised, but like y'all said, that party is probably where Deacon is going to go, and
And
whether he
bring
know
his
it or
plus
not, he
one.
is go. Well, even if he don't even if he don't know that Sheila's there, Sheila's going to somehow get in there because of something. Deacon allows. He don't even have to know. She could just walk up behind Deacon and say, "Oh yes, I just missed my husband" or whatever, and get slipped past the guards. It could be something as benign as that. But you're right. Deacon is going to be the catalyst in which is going to lead to Sheila getting Hayes.
That's the only thing. I'm telling you, that's how it has to play. There's nowhere else for them to go. And again, that's the only reason why you're going to have Sheila sitting up in this house with Deacon, is because the two of them can help each other get what they actually want. At least that's what they're going to end up thinking. That the two of them can help each other further each other's cause.
Well, they already there. They already said it today. I mean,
Yeah.
a couple of days. All she wants, Sheila, is telling Deacon she wants to be closer to
Right.
her
To
son
her
and
family.
grandson. There's nothing for her anywhere else. And
Right.
Deacon has already confessed that money is the way to get through to him. Money and sex. Basically, Sheila's gonna be a sugar mama. She gonna give Deacon everything he wants. She's the
Right.
genie in a bottle,
Right.
and unbeknownst to his dumb behind,
Mm.
she's using him. She's paying him, and she getting sex out of it and all that
Mm-hmm.
there. But when she's done, he gonna be left holding the bag, just like Richard Michael Guthrie.
Yeah. Damn it. I just don't want, yeah, I mean, I like it, like, cause I like the good drama guys, but I just don't want them to do nothing else to Thomas. Like, that's the only thing. Like, I'm all here for the Hayes kidnapping. Like, I'm all for whatever Deacon and Sheila do we really got to get Thomas involved in that shit? Like, I just want Thomas to get Douglas and just and be in and let me see John Hope on the couch crying herself into oblivion. Like, I mean, I just want to get to that part. I don't want nothing else to happen to Thomas. I
There's no
don't.
guarantee we even gonna get to that part. So I always look at storylines where where I wanted to go, where the worst place it could go, or anything in between. Right now, what we've been seeing, from what I can fathom and gather, I've been getting a wish list of shit that I like. The soap has been doing lately, from everything Steffi and Finn, Taylor being recast, even Sheila raging hell. I'm loving all of it. And now Thomas seems to be getting a bucket list or a wish list, right? We all know J. Mad Atkinson has campaigned for Douglas to get his son back. That's where he thinks his character should go next. His bucket list is about to be fulfilled. So what I'm looking for next is what after that. Thomas is about to get Douglas, presumably. And we know it could go horribly wrong. Thomas could get killed off, him and Douglas both, and they both be gone. We never
Oh
know.
man.
I mean, we just never know. But I mean, if we're
Yeah.
presuming that he's going to get his son back, and what's then
Oh
next after that? Thomas is going to have family sons with Thomas. Thomas going to have family scenes with Deacon. Do we get a love interest? No. If we don't, I'm okay with that, as long as we get true family scenes with Thomas and Thomas at work.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
it's a lot
gosh.
going on. But
Oh gosh. I can't. I
hey,
don't even. I'm not gonna even entertain Sheila doing anything to throw a Brooke in Thomas' direction. I can't have it for the simple fact we've waited 4 years, guys. We going on 4 years. I don't want to hear anything else. Like no other brick or wall standing between Thomas getting Douglas back. Like if this the one story I need to go ahead on and wrap up and zip up, and they can just put it in the corner, let it, and let hope start. Let the wine, let the pill start pop. Let it, whatever they gonna change into a wino, a pill head. Like, I just want it to start so I can move on. I don't want nothing else I want my Tay at home, y'all.
he gonna get there, but it's gonna be a few months before he arrives.
Oh man.
I just yeah, I just so listen, we talked. I have a question. What
Yeah.
the heck is going on about Taylor's Pockets? Bubbles, why did you change your name to Taylor's Pockets? What's the deal about the pockets? I missed that. Taylor's Pockets. Anybody can tell me what's going on about Taylor's
Yeah,
pockets?
for the last So Krista has been tweeting how Twitter is in an uproar because she have her hands in her pocket. Seemed like she always have her hands in her pockets on different scenes.
And it's been how
And
long? 3 months, 6 months?
it's been 3 months,
3 months.
yeah, since the beginning of summer. And, and they are just in an uproar. They don't like that she has her hands in her pocket. What's in her pocket? Why is her hands in her pocket? Why is her feet positioned on Steffi's couch to the west, or pointed east, or pointed north, pointed south? So
Why
Bubba
her,
being
yeah,
petty.
why her feet anywhere? Like I met people
Yeah,
today and I'm like, y'all are really pressed over this woman's having pockets. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
they
So,
They
pressed
just
on the
pressed
pocket.
over her.
so if you follow
Period.
me on the Twitter, you know that I am now Taylor's pockets, and I'm
I saw.
reporting all the news from inside of Taylor's pockets.
So,
Because these people are being real fucking stupid. Like, you are really upset because she has pockets? Well,
they
why?
Oh yes,
upset
just like
because she got pockets. Yeah.
they
What is,
upset with everything Taylor does. They
Yeah.
upset that Taylor wears tops with her back out. They upset that Taylor puts her feet up on things like sofas and chairs and tables. They
Yeah.
upset that Taylor does anything. Taylor breathes and they upset Shy.
they press, but here's the thing: they're taking it out on Krista personally.
They are.
They are attacking her personally over how she is acting in these particular scenes, which nothing is wrong with that. That's very natural. People, well, if more women had pockets, they would understand the comfort of
Of
sliding
the
your hands into
pockets,
your
yes.
pockets while you're talking to somebody.
Yes.
It's very comfortable and relaxing to have your hands in your pockets. You can shoot somebody the bird if you wanted to while you got your hands in your pockets.
And they're making our little kind of dressy, dress down skirts is what I call them. They're making them with pockets now too. They're making most of women clothing with pockets, which I like.
Well, they're
So
starting to, because I still go to the store and this shit that ain't got pockets on it, and I don't
yeah,
buy it.
yeah.
But so they are very pressed that she it has pockets, and so probably for the next 48 hours, I'm just gonna be Taylor's pockets. So Friday I can come back for Bold Live and be my regular old bubble self. But for this next couple of days, man, I wished I had a time machine to go back 4 weeks to tell Krista to keep her hands deep in her pockets. Keep them in every scene.
Yes, make
Every
sure.
scene.
Make
Put
sure
your
that she knows that.
and
And
just
see,
pull fucking snacks out of your pocket to eat
Yeah,
and really piss them off. Because she said
yeah,
that they be talking to her about why Taylor always eating.
yeah. So yeah,
What is wrong with
yes.
y'all? This is normal stuff people do on soap operas because they are portraying people living their lives. So yes, she's gonna eat. Well, y'all ain't never really seen Hope eat, so I understand the confusion. And the last time we saw Brooke eating something, she wastes water on her shirt and set Bill Spencer off. So they don't eat. It's foreign to them to see women with pockets, women eating, women with their backs out, women being
Mm.
vibrant. Well, she had just bouncing around like a little teeny bopper.
Yeah, she
right.
act like a teenager. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
because
What's
she's
And they
wrong
talking
with
about
her?
55 and
and
act 95 don't mean that she got to act 95 too. People act the way that they feel, and if she feels
That's
young
right.
and vibrant, then you just being a jealous ass. Hey, just say your knees hurt and be done with it, okay?
correct.
Just say you
Correct.
got arthritis and you can't be bubbly like that no more because the pain got you. But you sitting here letting your pain make you bitter at somebody else that don't even know you exist until you get it up in your craw to try to insult somebody because they are acting like a vibrant person.
Wow. It's
They
the
hate that. They
oh
hate it.
man,
I mean, it's
they do.
ridiculous. It's just like they just want she's acting too young. Too young for what? Her and Brooke look the same to me.
Well, now, I don't have nothing against Catherine Kelly Lane. I have loved her since First and 10. A lot of people don't even know what First and 10 is, but I got the whole box set and she's in it. First thing that she did in her career that was substantial. And she played a cheerleader. And she's a beautiful woman. But, and she and Krista might be the same age, but I don't think they look the same age. It's like saying Cicely Tyson and Angie Bassett look the same age. We know that's
You
not
need to
true.
stop it, Bubbles.
Cicely Tyson still a beautiful woman.
She took it, Bubbles.
But you know what?
Too
Bubbles
You
got two
took it too
fingers.
far, Bubbles.
This
She
is
got two
okay. Let
fingers
me
on
back it
one
up.
hand.
Let me back it up. Let me back it up. Then
And
you're
she
trying to say Beyonce and Angie Bassett the same age. Angie Bassett in her 60s, Beyonce in her 40s. What?
Oh my God.
But listen,
So
y'all know
we,
I exaggerate. This is the way that I'm a storyteller.
but that's how they look. But she right though. I mean, but so in other words, what I'm hearing, it's a big difference, and it is. That's all pretty much Bubbles is saying. It's a big difference, and you can see it, and it is. But it doesn't knock or take away because even KKL, whatever's however she want to dress, baby, so it be. Do you?
And
If
I
you
like Brooke's
comfortable in
stuff.
it. If you
I love it.
comfortable in it, I love it. Like, who cares? I don't give a damn. It's
I
not
Mhm.
affecting me.
Here's the thing, though. This is what I see when they're on screen for me, and that's why this is why I made the Cicely Tyson Angie Bassett reference. Brooke used to be the vibrant vixen from the valley, the VVV, the triple V,
Uh-huh.
the vibrant vixen from the valley. That's what we're gonna call her. She was always out somewhere showing something off, being in the teddy, showing off her body. Her body was banging.
Yeah.
Look, so SB Ryder, thank you very much. KKL is 61, Krista is 51. They are not the same age, and they do not look the same age in any way, shape. Thank you for understanding because
They
I
don't.
know the trolls follow me whether they admit it or not. So I know somewhere it's a troll, probably somewhere listening. They ain't signed in or spoken nothing, but they send somewhere listening that they're gonna listen to the replay, and then they're gonna go off talking about Bubbles is sitting here talking about Catherine looks horrible. Catherine looks,
Yeah.
that's not what I said. I said she looks older than Crystal because she is older than Crystal.
Yeah.
And what I see on the screen is Brooke seems like an old woman to me. She doesn't
Yeah.
seem like the vibrant vixen from the valley anymore. She seems very matronly, very stuffy, and very fucking nuts. And on the
Yeah.
other hand, Taylor comes in, and Taylor is this bubbly being.
Yeah.
She's got this young attitude about herself. She's not acting stodgy, and maybe this is an acting decision for Catherine to show that Brooke is the established matron figure in all of this. It could be a decision, but Brooke is not the one who's being bouncy and vibrant and giving Ridge something fresh. Like she feels like every time Taylor is on screen, it just feels like a breath of fresh air just blew through the room. And then Brooke comes in and she sucks it all out
Yeah.
because she's walking around like an old bitter ass woman, almost like
Yeah.
the way people used to say Stephanie was. Stephanie's always in these pantsuits, and she's just a matronly old woman. They always got her dressing so old in these pantsuits. Brooke is starting to transition into that matronly dress.
Gross.
And
Because
she
you know
still
what?
looks
Brooke
good,
cannot
but
pull
they are
off.
starting to dress her like the grandma, possibly great grandma that she is.
They've
Yeah.
been failing miserably trying to make Brooke Stephanie. It's not going to work.
No, it's
No.
not. You cannot put her in a pantsuit and turn her into SDF. It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
not it's not gonna work. Let Brooke be Brooke. Turn her back into the vixen. Get her vibrancy back. But maybe she ain't got it no more because again, no slams against Catherine. Since the 80s, I've been rocking with this woman.
And I'm sure
Yeah.
Catherine is older than 61.
Well, she might be. I don't know.
I'm sure Catherine is older than 61.
I think she was 61 like maybe 2 years ago, I
Thank you,
think.
ma'am. She posted a
Uh-huh.
photograph when she was like, I think she was 59 and a half or
Yeah.
going on 60. And she posted a photograph in the bathing
Yeah.
suit, but that was like 3 or 4 years ago. So
Yeah.
Catherine right now is pushing 65, which is
Yeah.
no
Well,
issue with me. No issue with me. That's how come I was concerned about her when she fell. because all I kept saying is no matter how good your ass look on the outside, once you hit a certain number, you
Those
don't heal
bones
the
don't
same.
heal like it. That's right. It don't
Exactly.
heal as quick as it do, Sam.
Exactly. So she
Now,
looks fabulous. She looks gorgeous. She's beautiful.
Sam, you cut out, so I think your screen went black. Y'all know every time a screen go black, her phone go off.
Oh,
Oh, Sam is
mm,
still talking? She probably still talking and don't know that we can't
don't
hear.
know she out. I'ma type it in.
Yeah, type it.
Mm.
Um,
She put
oh
somebody
yeah,
put
that's nothing. Yeah, she's 61 because she was born in 1961. 61 and 61, it comes out to be 2022 when you do the math. And Sam is still out.
I can hear her phone though. I think she's trying to come back in.
That is her phone crackling.
Yeah.
So she gonna leave and come back. Okay. Um, yeah, her age is public. No, Sam, we could not hear you. And she's typing now. But so
Oh, okay.
yeah, this is nothing against her, but they are making Brooke seem very matronly. Like, I guess that's supposed to be the settled in. I done hooked up and recommitted myself with my destiny. She
Ooh,
ain't got to
child.
try.
Yes.
But Brooke
Yes.
they really need to lighten her up a bit, but at the same time, she's 61 years old. And I'm not saying 61-year-old women can't be vibrant because Angie Bassett, hello.
Yeah, she's beautiful. And she's what, 70? Angie hit 70, didn't she?
Oh, she's not 70 yet.
Well, she's beautiful. At whatever age, she's over 60, but she's beautiful for her age. But I got a feeling what they doing to Brooke is I think they getting her ready for Eric. I got a strong feeling that's where they're gonna go. Cause I was trying to think, cause I'm like, if they give us a new Tridge, what are they gonna do with Brooke? Because Deacon he didn't
Right.
got over there with Sheila. So Deacon is out. Bill over there trying to make something start with Lee. So
Bill is
Bill is
down.
out. So
Now,
I'm like the only place they can have because before Quinn was out, every time Brooke go walk into that house, what she do? She look up at that doggone photo. So we know that Brooke has been reminiscing and thinking and picturing and fantasizing about her photo going up on the Forrester mantle.
now you know
So
what, Sanchez,
uh-huh.
you probably hit the nail on the damn head.
I think they got to.
It
I
makes
mean,
sense,
it
don't
makes
it,
more
Bubbles?
sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
Do y'all
Think about it.
really think she gonna fixing to go out here and toss Donna? We
You
know
But
got
listen,
Donna's a
listen to
placeholder.
this.
right.
We know
Listen to
Donna's
this.
a placeholder.
I
But she
tweeted
gonna really
something.
fight the honey?
So
Oh,
listen. Listen
Uh-uh.
today. Yesterday we saw Don, and I made comments about it. Donna walking around the Forrester mansion in a two-piece, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Eric literally like, I got to go, I got to work, I can't focus, I can't focus. I'm not gonna apologize for that. So I literally I'm grossed out by it. It looks so disgusting, like she's really like a plaything. Wouldn't
yeah,
it be something if Eric determined that this thing with Donna is juvenile and he can realize that now it was just a patch for him go get, losing his marriage, and that
yeah.
this is not fulfilling him? What
That's
if
right.
old matronly ass, stodgy ass, pantsuit wearing ass Brooke, that's always got a folded up lip because she always got a scrunchy face?
Yeah,
What if she does fall back into the arms of old Eric Pooh? And literally, because I've been thirsting and begging to have a throwdown between two Logan girls for a long time.
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what though? I think this time Donna may fight Brooke for real because the last time she's had to go toe to toe with Brooke over a man, it was Ridge, and Brooke sent her home like she was her 10-year-old baby sister, her baby sister Donna. She sent
yeah,
her on her way. Girl, Ridge is just sitting here buying time until I'm ready to come back to him. See, because I'm with somebody now and he'll never get over me. You really making yourself look dumb out here chasing him And Donna was like, I'm not chasing Ridge. Actually, he's chasing me. I'm just modeling and shit. But he's asking me to go to dinner. Of course I'm going to go because he's single. I'm single. And you got somebody. I don't understand what the problem is. And Brooke was like, no, ma'am, I don't think I'm going to let you have this leftover yet because I'm just not. And she fired Donna from Forrester because Donna was Eric welcome back, darling.
I'm back.
Donna was Ridge's muse at the time. Ridge was getting excited about designing, and he was putting Donna in every fucking thing, and Brooke was losing her mind. And she went over there, and Ridge and Donna were on a date. They were out at dinner. Maybe they was at El Giardino's. Brooke come running to the table. Oh, girl, you go home now. I need to talk to Ridge about how we fix to get back together right now. And Donna was like, okay. I guess I'll talk to you later, Rich. No, I guess you won't. Because I just told you I came back to reclaim him. Bye, little baby sister Donna. Run along now. Run along. That's what she did to Donna. I think if she tries to take Eric from Donna after Donna then sat here and waited on Stephanie to die and waited on Quinn to finally fuck up so bad that Eric don't want her no more, Donna really might end up fighting with Brooke this time.
Oh, I think she would.
Might really, because this woman then waited 12 years to get back with Eric, 10 years, 15 years, however long ago it was that they got married the first time. She been patiently sitting at home, not dating nobody else, not seeing nobody, not doing nothing but keeping Hope's damn kids. And she got her shot and she shot it and she won because Quinn tapped out. She got her prize. Do you think that she fixing to just hand Eric over to Brooke? Like, okay, sis, okay. I'm sorry. I knew I was just a placeholder. He your baby daddy. I mean, he my baby daddy too, even though my baby was a grown-ass man. But I
don't see Eric being fulfilled in a relationship with Donna walking around in her drawers every day for long. Literally, Eric was telling her today that he had to get from by the pool because he had to work. She's running around the household in a two-piece. Eric is too old for this.
Him for right now.
Huh?
Ain't nobody there right now except for her and Eric. Thomas and Douglas just moved in. They ain't even got there to spend the night yet. So hopefully she'll be clothed before the children get to the house. But girl, they in LA and she a sugar baby. Why do you want her to have clothes on? Donna is in her element.
That's not how she got Eric.
Or not. I'm saying Eric may grow tired of literally just having his Playboy bunny in the house.
I bet
you would think
a man of substance.
I agree with Bubbles.
I bet you he won't.
He was married to Quinn and he had Quinn, and look what he substituted her for. Plus, keep in mind, Eric's overruling principle is I don't want to be knocking around this old house by myself.
But what y'all forgetting, Quinn nor Donna is Brooke Logan, darling. And Eric has been bending Brooke over and eating her behind for the last 35 years. And I bet if they give us new Trish and Brooke come step her foot in that door, Donna may give her a fight. Donna may try to give her a fight, but at the end of the day, Big Sister Brooke is going to win that fight because Eric has made it known year after year after year after year. Whatever Brooke wants, Brooke gets, baby. Even when she was cheating on his own son, he was telling, you better get over it and go back home to Brooke Logan. Okay, that's how much he feels about Brooke Logan. So Donna can be pasted up on the wall with all the honey she wants. If Brooke come crying, if Ridge leaves her, Eric will be there for his Logan, baby. That's it. And that's it.
I think he'll be there for her, but I don't know if he'll boo her back up.
Who, Brooke?
Yeah, I don't know if he'll boo Brooke back up. I mean, because remember, she did come crying to him about needing a baby daddy that time she got pregnant by Bill, and he was like, girl, I'm not trying to get in this shit. I'm too old for this. He's too old for Brooke shenanigans. Sure, it's a great dream to have Brooke Logan back in the house, back in his bed, if that's really what he wants. But I think Eric then already looked at what Ridge is going through with this bouncy back and forth shit with Brooke, and he is too old for that. Eric is just trying to get his dick hard and wet, and Donna fulfills that. And that's all he wants. He's not trying to be out here with Brooke crying out of one eye, telling him how, oh, Eric, I'm so sorry. I kissed, fill in the blank. And I just feel so awful about it. Or she's messed around and slept with somebody else again. Whatever the thing is going to be for Brooke. I don't see how.
But they got to do something with her, Bubbles. I mean, it's funny. But they got to do something with her. I mean,
think Eric is going to want to take on all of that at his age. He's already been through that in his, hell, Eric in his 80s. He already did that shit in his 50s and his 60s. He's not trying to spend his twilight time chasing the hoe from the valley.
But listen, Electric over there on YouTube land is right where I'm at. Eric was doing a lot of Brooke hand holding during the Sin reunion, and I remember commenting on that all the time. While he's sitting up there holding her hand, like you know, that's his position, to hold that dying queen's hand.
He's always done that with Brooke, though. He has always coddled Brooke. That's like she's a fucking pet. He's always coddled Brooke like that. I don't think Eric is gonna get up getting his dick wet to exchange that for a shrew wife who is gonna sit there and try to tell him how to make demands on his family again. He's already gone through that with Stephanie. And what he told Queen, the life he had with Stephanie, he don't want to relive no more. That's why Queen had to go and get rehabilitated, because she was pretty much Stephanie Forrester 2.0 with a crazy streak. And Eric did not want to deal with another Stephanie type attitude. That is why he broke Queen. That is why her wings got clipped. That is why she was happy to sit at the house and rub his fucking bubble guts out and make him smoothies so that he could fart and poop on a regular schedule. That's what they had Quinn doing for this man, because she was too much like Stephanie. Now, if Brooke is going to be there to be happy to rub out his farts and give him his special smoothie and not say shit, and if she can turn it on for him like Donna does, then I would think maybe he has a chance with her. She probably got a chance with Eric. But as long as Donna got this honey that she licking off his pickle balls and everywhere in between, he's not gonna turn that down for Brooke, who don't even use sugar. She uses.
That's right.
Not to mention,
especially with Brooke looking all matronly around here in her pantsuits.
Right.
Exactly. He likes that trophy wife shit.
Like that. What they want? What they finna do with Brooke? What the hell going on with them?
I don't know.
Lose a man.
But Eric likes that trophy wife look. Despite that shit he was talking to Donna, he likes that shit. He likes the eeny beeny, the itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini, and the woman who's willing to wear that 24/7. But also, Eric likes a non-drama having life. And Donna is such a bubblehead. Now that she got her honey bear, she's not looking to go have any fights or disagreements or issues with anybody.
She gonna go along just to get along.
Exactly. She has no problem. She don't fight with nobody. She ain't got nothing to say to nobody. She just happy lounging by the pool and being with her honey bear, and that's all she wants in this world. Brooke is a different story. You get with Brooke and it's drama 24/7 because it's always gonna be her and somebody fight. So I don't know about that.
I really believe Eric don't want that life no more.
Yeah.
Miss Johnson says she going on the rooftop for a drink. I want to go on the rooftop for a drink.
I know.
I just want a drink. Hell shit. I'll take just a regular drink. No rooftop, but I'll take a drink. But oh wait, did y'all ever touch on that Shekin mess while I was out doing tech support for other people who can't handle their technology?
Girl, yeah, I done told them how they fixed to do the crisscross.
She did.
What crisscross?
Because Brooke wants Thomas out of Douglas's life, out of her grandson's life. She wants her grandson with her daughter Hope in the cabin where he belongs in this beautiful home that Hope has made that he's used to. And all Sheila wants is Finn and little baby Hayes. So they're gonna crisscross. Sheila gonna help Deacon get his ice cream, and Deacon gonna help Sheila get her cake. Thomas, and why? Because Brooke is more important than this, and helping Brooke to get. And he already know that Hope is distraught as fuck over this. So making Hope happy will make Brooke happy, which will make him look good in Brooke's eyes. So Deacon is going to let Sheila talk him into doing something to sabotage Thomas. And in exchange, he will help her get into a position where she will be close to Hayes and Finn. She might not be able to talk to them or touch them, but she might be able to watch them through a window or watch them through a door or some shit. Because all she want to do is be close. She said she ain't necessarily got to be there. She just want to be close. Deacon go help her pull that shit off, and she gonna help Deacon get Thomas out the way so that Hope ain't got to lose her little baby daughter's brother.
If that mess come to fruition, I'ma just sit back here and kick my ass to death. I mean that because any situation with Sheila where Deacon is making, Deacon already making deals with the devils, and he already in bed with the devil. Now he actually gonna sign on the dotted line and sign what's left of his soul over to the devil too.
He ain't got a choice. He ain't got a choice. Sheila already told him today, bitch, it's me or prison cell D. You gonna go be somebody's prison bitch, or you gonna get in this bed, bitch? That's all I'm trying to find out. Where you going with your life? Because if I go to jail, we are going to jail, sir. So just figure out what
he's gonna take that money. He's gonna take that money. Did you not want to go? He's
gonna take the money and the cookie
somewhere, but he could take that money.
He gonna take the money, the cookie, the milkshake, all of it, the whole pantry. Deacon gonna take all of it because how can he resist? Sheila sat there and blew his head up. Well, Deacon, you used to own your own club. You used to own your own fashion house.
Yeah.
Surely
he blew his head up.
That kind of life.
He could take the money and go on a run and just leave her sitting up there with it all. Leave her sitting there with the bag.
Girl,
Deacon gonna take that money and he gonna try to open up him a dojo where he can teach people karate.
Yeah,
that's already happening in the valley. So I don't know if they gonna do that in LA.
And then they're gonna ask him, "Well, Deacon, where did you get this money from?"
Customers.
Yeah.
He's got to get that money and do something stupid. And everybody knows he's been working at Il Giardino's and living in the broom closet until he got this apartment. I told y'all that went still the closet. They're gonna be curious as to
it's the apartment above the restaurant.
Yeah, well, something. But they're gonna be curious as to how he suddenly has all this money to do things with. Because and if it's anything I've learned from mob movies and heist movies and robbery movies is that you do not change anything about your normal everyday life. If you manage to rip off $20 million,
you gotta live like you normally would.
Brand new house. Don't go out buying new cars and fur coats and having parties and throwing money at people because now they gonna look at you. Because yesterday your ass was borrowing money for a Big Mac, and today you taking everybody to Cane Prime for whatever kind of steak and accoutrements they want. What is this
good fellas
all of a sudden? That's how he's gonna get caught. He gonna get caught being stupid, spending money that he's not supposed to have.
Because Paulie started cutting hands off when his crew did that. Paulie ain't played the radio in Goodfellas. When his crew started showing out with that money from the Lufthansa heist, it was rolling.
That's what I'm
saying. Oh, you mean Jimmy? Yeah, well, Jimmy didn't want to share, so Jimmy started like that dude with the Cadillac and his new wife.
That is to me.
What he told them was they gonna drop. Yeah. What he told them was don't start buying nothing because they drawing heat on them. Everybody watching. I mean, come on, it was a big
Jimmy, it's in my mother's name. Jimmy didn't give a shit.
Jimmy didn't give a damn. Jimmy took and post Samuel L. Jackson. I think Samuel got it first because he got drunk and didn't clean the truck.
He didn't get rid of the truck.
He didn't burn the truck.
On the curb. with his
Truck
fingerprints
sitting
and
outside in
everything
front of the house. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They
Jimmy
took
did.
to
Oh.
him, took care of him real quick. Oh, y'all, we
Mm-hmm.
done got off topic all on Goodfellas. That's one of the best gangster movies of all times.
It
It
is.
is
It is
though.
one of my favorites.
But no, we're not off topic because it's the same kind of logic. Deacon
With Deacon. Mm-hmm.
great deal of money, just like Jimmy did. And just like Jimmy, his dumb ass is go out and start making big ticket purchases that's gonna make people wonder, where is this money coming from? Your probation officer know what kind of job you got. When he show up at your house and you have all these bright and shiny new things, and he starts asking, well, Deacon, how the hell did you afford to get a damn 72-inch 4K flat screen TV? Like it's
His
just,
cousin
Mm-hmm.
lady friend.
where did,
His
I know
cousin.
this at the Goodwill.
Mm-mm.
This shit got
If
on
Deacon,
the table.
if Deacon get caught like that, I'm really not gonna. I'm gonna really roll my eyes because the first thing, because I mean, come on, Deacon is enough of the criminal element to know you got to be able to explain where this money's come from. If he wants to open up another club or something, okay, fine, but you still got to be able to explain to people where the hell the money came from for you to do all of this.
And he can't. Who's gonna invest in him? He don't know
Mm,
nobody else with the money.
mm,
Ain't no bank
Because he's
gonna
a
mm.
too
leave him
big.
alone. He's
He
a
don't he
fuck.
don't think big. He's a small time con artist. He
Yeah.
gonna get that little money, and he gonna make big purchases, and he gonna get seen.
Yep.
Yep.
And then the jig is gonna be up
I'm
because
so
he's
glad that he
not a
didn't touch my
smart man.
Taylor.
In hindsight, I am too.
And
Yeah.
so am I. I think the collectivity of the Taylor fandom that briefly considered this madness has all collectively bowed their head in shame because yeah, what the hell were we thinking?
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm.
have
Now he around
Uh-uh.
here.
we
Mm-mm.
all claim mass delusion. We were
Never.
I was having a fever dream actually. I don't know if y'all know this, but my temperature was actually 125 degrees when I was saying all that stuff. I don't even really remember what I was saying, but I know
Well, I
Oh, I remember.
Here's the thing, Bubbles. I have a better explanation. You see, and since this is Bold and the Beautiful, I think this explanation is supposed to fly. See, what had happened was
Uh-uh.
Deacon had a mask on, and I thought he was somebody else.
Uh-uh. No,
So
no.
was he wearing a hoodie?
yeah,
Oh, no, no,
matter of fact,
no.
he was.
Was he wearing a hoodie
No.
dancing the Daddy Yankee? Passe, 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 passe. I hate this song.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, he was wearing a hoodie and a mask, and I thought he was somebody else completely different, and I was mistaken. I was deeply, deeply mistaken.
Well, I kept telling
Mm-mm.
y'all, but y'all gonna listen to me one day,
no, we not. You
especially
know
when
why
it
we
comes to.
not? Because you was sitting over here talking about Tridge and how you
Mm.
wanted them all boo back up again. And then all of a sudden, you on the boat with the rest of us talking about you don't want his raggedy ass near her. We trying to
You
tell you.
know, y'all can't hold Ridge against me. I told y'all last night. Ridge is
Ashes.
gonna be, yes, he's gonna be the thing that's gonna have me swinging from one pole to the other pole. I'm gonna be extremely. I can tell you, he's gonna have me bipolar. I'm gonna tell y'all,
Mm.
Ridge Forrester is gonna be the end of me.
I
Ridge,
think he already is, girl.
he probably is. He got me gone from one day. He has me reacting so emotionally from one day to the next. I am just over Ridge Forrester right now. I just don't know what to do with him.
It's
Uh-huh. He
happening.
gonna come back. He gonna get on. When is Ridge gonna be on TV again anyway, though? When his next
I'm assuming he gonna be present for the. If he's not present for this paint fight next week, I'll be damn dipped and died.
No, he can't be present because then that's people to pull them apart. They got to get to fighting like they did that time in that mud with nobody around. Or they got to fight with that cake and Steffi and Hope came in the kitchen after they was done throwing cake on each other. They
I
gonna
love a
be
cake
by
fight.
themselves and then Ridge will come in. Logan, Doc, what the hell's going on in here? And that's how he'll find them all covered in paint.
Yeah, he gonna show up after they done had the paint fight and be like, "What the hell?" First of all, one thing I'ma laugh at is if this is at Eric's house. If I was Eric, I'd be up here going straight up. Look, I know I said people could move in here, but I ain't approve all this shit.
Right,
I
Right.
think he
right.
could be there, but he have to be there. I mean, I feel like it would be logical for him to be there because that'll be Douglas' first day coming home. So him and Taylor probably gonna both be there. He probably gonna leave and go to take off and go to the office. And that's
Okay.
how it's gonna end up with the fight. Uh-huh. He gonna take off and have to run to the office.
And the fact that Brooke even
Hmm.
bothers to go over there when she doesn't agree with this move. We're gonna have to wrap it up. We got 4 minutes. Somebody tweeted today that Taylor should, or maybe it was yesterday, that Taylor didn't have any place going to that house with Reed to drop Thomas off. That it should have been Brooke and Reed dropping Thomas off at Eric's. And I'm like, how the fuck that makes sense when Brooke doesn't even agree with him moving in with Eric, because moving
No.
in with Eric gives him a home for
The
him.
delusions. The
She
delusions.
gonna go to with Ridge to Eric's house, to drop Thomas off and make sure he's settled into his new accommodations. Brooke was not gonna do that. The fact that anybody would even think that she would make that kind of accommodation for Thomas when she's trying to effectively steal his son from y'all, they own crack.
Make it make sense. Come on, let's
They
follow logic
can't.
here. They don't.
They
That don't make no
delusional.
sense.
When Ridge told Brooke that he needed her to support him in that he was
And she
supporting
said
his
no.
son, and he told Brooke he needed her to support him in that. She flat out said no. So Ridge was not going to ask Brooke to accompany him to support
No,
his son. That's why
I would
Taylor.
say
That's
not.
why Taylor told Brooke she's doing a good job of coming in between her relationship with Ridge herself.
Girl, I screamed when she said that because no truer words have ever been spoken since the time Stephanie Douglas Forrester told Brooke that her children were ashamed of her because every time they looked around, she was trying to get in the bed with one of their brothers.
Yep.
No lie.
No truer words have been spoken. And she told Brooke flat out today, the way I screamed, y'all, you would have thought my house was on fire. When she told that helper, you're doing a good job of that by yourself. I ain't got to do nothing but sit back and wait.
Oh, one thing I wanted to mention that I didn't get say I meant to mention earlier before I got distracted. Did Brooke Logan really sit up here and say something about somebody being worthy to raise their own child?
Girl, she
Yep.
said Thomas don't deserve it.
Yep.
But he
She
said
said,
she said he wasn't worthy. WORTHY. Worthy.
Yeah.
"Worthy."
Yeah.
Mhm.
Brooke from the Valley talking about who is worthy
That's when
to
Taylor
raise
said.
their child.
That's when Taylor said, "Pot meat kettle." Uh huh. She sure
Mhm.
did say that, honey. She
Yeah.
sure did.
Ooh, Lord, I
Girl,
don't know
talk
what
about the delusions, darling. I'm
I
telling you. I
my
don't know if I can
I
say it
don't
no
know
more.
I don't know what it is that you have. What comes after audacity? I don't know what you have after audacity.
Gumption. Gall.
Yeah.
Gall, maybe. Maybe it's
The
Mm-mm,
gall.
all
gall.
that.
Unmitigated gall.
Unmitigated gall. Okay.
She
All
got
right,
the
here.
unmitigated gall to take her raggedy ass to the Forrester mansion, talking about some, well, over to Steffi's house, talking about some, well, Thomas doesn't deserve this. He's not worthy.
Yeah.
He's not worthy. May
Mm-hmm.
we will your boldness. I'm looking at the thesaurus now to try to find other words. None of these words really encapsulate Brooke.
Yeah.
Boldness, daring, fearlessness, intrepidity, bravery, none of that. This Brooke is fucking ballsy. She got cojones. She got all the audacity, the unmitigated gall.
Yep.
Mm, mm,
But
mm.
she ain't got enough to prevent her from getting her ass whipped. And I really do hope that when this little on-screen fight comes with her and Taylor, that Taylor knocks her dick in the dirt.
Yeah, she needs to fall down hard.
I won't
Yeah,
tell
she
her.
needs to be put in her place. She's
Yeah.
basically co-opting other people's children and just claiming it as her property. And how dare they even think that she doesn't own it? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Or that they have a problem with it, or they think maybe she need to mind her own. That I done heard everything now.
It is. It's
That's the
crazy.
limit.
She looks delusional.
She
Well, I
does.
hear her theme music.
I only can hope that this is for a purpose. That there's a specific reason they got her sounding crazy. So time will tell.
We'll
maybe
see.
she'll get her turn at the psych ward this time because she's needed it and she can take
Yep.
her. All right, that's gonna be the show, y'all. Thank everybody for coming out. Everybody that was over there in the YouTube comments. Miss Johnson already went home, but SB Ryder, Louisa, Electra Storm, Vicky was out here earlier. I feel like I'm missing somebody, and I hope I'm not. But if I did, I'm sorry. Over there on YouTube, and then the rest of us regular wranglers over here in the yard, Amaya and Lady Sanchez, Miss Queen Libra, Darling Sam. Who am I missing? Myself.
Can.
Oh well, Can already left early.
Yeah, Can had to leave. So
Interesting.
I appreciate all of you guys for coming.
Stefan.
Oh, and Stefan was here.
Mhm.
So thank you guys for taking the time to come and support the show and chat and talk and bash Brooke a little bit. We're gonna do that.
Of course. Thank you for hosting, Bubbles.
Thank you, Bubbles, for having us.
Good night.
Nice.
Good
Have
night,
a good
y'all.
night.